Today's guest, we got Mickey Factz. We got the Spitter Man, from New York, from the Bronx. So definitely been a big fan of him for a minute, man. And we're gonna talk about, sneaker culture, style, and everything else included with that. So appreciate that. I see my man Montreal just joined. What's good, bro? How you been holding your head in this quarantine? So definitely, man. I'm gonna show what I got on right now, man. I'm sporting the Hornets today. Got my grapes on, so definitely gonna just let the people see, man. Got the grapes today. I forgot to post my sneakers yesterday episode. I had the Cement Fours on, so one of my favorites. The grapes is one of my favorites as well too. Shout out to Soho Footwear. I actually bought the Grape Fives out there, so excited, man, for today's episode. Like I said, Mickey Factz, he gonna be on here soon. What's up, Free? My big sister. Love you. What's good? So I just want to thank you to everyone that been enjoying, our episodes. We had my homie TJ Monday, and we had Vic Spencer yesterday. Today we got Mickey Factz, man. So definitely, man, just appreciate everyone that's been tuning in. And tomorrow we got Von P, man. We got Von P. So definitely rock with Von P. And also his group Tanya Morgan got a project coming out as well too, a new EP. What's up, Skinny C? You see it all. I appreciate that, Montreal. Yeah, man. I try to be I try to be, man. Try to be fresh, right? What's up, Jericho? I see you just joined. Appreciate you joining, man. Definitely. Thank you. And once again, thank you to everyone, because without, everyone's support, this wouldn't be possible at all. So thank you once again. So we should get started in a few. Just waiting on, Mickey to join in. And when he join in, then we're gonna get everything rocking, man, as well. So my homie Joe just joined. I see you, Joe. What's good? How you been, bro? I actually got to get you on the show, man. I actually got to hit you up, man. So don't let me forget that, bro. So got to get you on the quarantine edition, man, because you got some flavor. You got a lot of exclusive joints, man, for real. Okay, Underdog Central was good, man. Thank you for joining as well too. Appreciate that. So how's everyone staying sane in this quarantine right that we got right now?
Yo,
Yo, what's good, Mickey? How you doing, bro?
Smicky, it's good, B.
Hey, man, doing good, man. How you holding up, man? This quarantine situation, dog.
I'm scruffy. That's how I'm holding up, man. It's rough. It's rough out here, man.
I know, man. It is, man. You went with the clean cut. You gonna come out looking like Bob Marley out here, man. When it's all said and done.
I don't know what I'm gonna look like when I'm out of this, man. I'm over it, though. I tell you that, man. I'm
I
over
feel
it.
you. Man. I actually let my wife. She started cutting my hair, dog. She haven't cut. She lined me up and she did my beard. So
Let me see. Take your hat off. Take your hat
hey,
off.
hey, the hat. See, you see that?
Uh,
See, yeah, I'm a little, you know.
yeah, I can't let my wife touch my hairline, B. Shout out to my man Diabolic in the building. I can't. Nah, she can't touch this, B.
She can't do it at all, man.
It's getting rough though. Like I'm
Yeah,
getting.
mine's thinning. Mine's thinning, dog. You feel me? So usually I rock it real low, man. So this is the highest I let it get in a minute. My man
Word,
Montreal
word.
just laughed at me, man. But good to see you, man. Good to hear that you're doing good, man. I've been seeing you dropping some videos, man, on your IG, man. And also, I know you got something lined up later on tonight, right, on Facebook. Is that correct?
I
Stay
think that's
home
tomorrow. I think that's
tomorrow. It's
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay,
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Yeah,
9 o'clock. So I can't wait for that, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. So
absolutely.
so growing up in New York, man, a lot of people associate New York being the mecca of the sneaker culture, right?
Yes.
And also, man, just growing up, especially in the 90s, man, just describe to us how was it far as with different variety of sneakers. Like you had Jordans that was dominant, but you had signature lines like Penny, you had Dion, you had Barkley, you also had, Shaq with his Reebok line, and also as well Sean Kemp with the Kamikaze. So how was it growing up in New York with all those many different flavors in the 90s?
Well, I mean, back in the 90s, it was just crazy. I think Nike just kind of hit their stride
Hmm.
when it came to sneakers, you know what I'm saying? And, their Jordan line was always the top tier of sneakers for New York City around that time. And then right underneath the Jordans, there was a couple others that was like right there. And you
Hmm.
had like the Barclays, you had the Robinsons, you had the Shaqs, you
Yeah.
had the Pennies, you had the Bo Jacksons, you had
Yeah.
the Griffins, you had the kids, and even I was a Sean Kemp fan, so I had the Kemps. But even like, and this is I don't even think this is blasphemous, but like even the Grant Hills, the Fila joints was like, all right, we can kind of get jiggy with these a little something, something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the sneaker culture in the '90s was unbelievable, like on so many different levels, so competitive.
Yeah, I think we got spoiled, man. We got spoiled with so much heat. And not only that, man, it was so much creativity too. I was talking with Vince Spencer about this yesterday. I was like, a lot of sneakers right now, I like. I like the Kyries, I like the Paul Georges, but they look good on court. I can't really rock them if I'm out just in public. If I want to go to a lounge, if I want to go to a club.
Right,
Back then, in the 90s, you could rock the signature lines and they still look good on and off the court.
right,
So I think that's a difference right now that we got, man. So I definitely agree with that 100%, man. And I know in New York, it was crazy far as with those releases. Me growing up in Nashville, I could just walk in the spot and get them back in the 90s or the early 2000s as well, too. So, and just transitioning, man, to the next question, man, is like the sneaker culture. Now, it seems like everybody want to be a sneakerhead, right?
right.
If they caught like four pair of some exclusive joints, they automatically think they're a sneakerhead or they want to be one, right? So it's $1 billion industry right now. But I feel like, in my opinion, when I think about the sneaker culture crossing over into mainstream and also having a big influence in hip hop that it does right now, I feel like you, the Cool Kids, Wale, Currency was kind of like ahead of the curve. Y'all was trendsetters when it comes to influence the sneaker culture now. Do you feel like you get overlooked far as being a trendsetter when it comes to the sneaker culture?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like when you look at when you look at what I used to do back in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, as well as the Cool Kids and as well as Wale, we were, basically carving out our own particular lane with sneakers, with having exclusive dunks. I used to do dunks. And then once I was done with the dunks in like '05, even on my In Search of the Nerd cover,
Yeah,
I had the militaries on before they came out, you know what I'm saying?
hard.
Then once the gold supers, like I did, like supers was already out, but like I knew about the gold supers early, so I reached out and got them joints early. You know what I'm saying? And when I had the supers early, like that changed everything. I made the super song, and then people started to kind of gravitate toward it. Then you seen Jay-Z wear them in the Rihanna video, but people still knew super of super because of me. At least the sky tops. You know what I'm saying? When you look at like, and shout to Terry, you know what I'm saying, Terry Kennedy, he had his sneaker. He had to deal
Yeah, he
with
did. I
super,
remember that.
but people still, delegated super to my thing. Like I had Chanel Iman. Like you can go on YouTube and see Chanel Iman dancing to the super song that I had. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was wearing the gold super joints that I had, like, because I had them first. You can even go check. You can even go check when they was released. You can go check my flashback video when I had them. Like they only had at that time they only had put 100 out, and I
Yeah,
had them before they came out. You know what I'm saying? So like, but shout out to Wale. Wale was doing the foams,
yeah, he was
heavy.
heavy.
Um, and then the Cool Kids, they was doing a lot of retro sneakers. They was
They
doing, well,
was.
Chuck was doing twos. He was wearing twos a lot.
And
Like
also, he's doing a lot of vintage gear too. A lot of the throwback, the champion joints.
he was
Like he
doing a
was
lot
doing
of
that back then, the snapbacks and all that.
he was doing all
Yeah,
he was ahead of the curve back then. You know what I'm saying? So like we did our best because that's what we love. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And now everybody's kind of getting into it, which is
exactly.
crazy.
It's crazy. So definitely, man. I remember you one of the first cats I seen with the Super Zone, and it kind of just went to another level after that. And like I was
Yeah.
actually gonna mentioned on the cover in Search of, when I seen you with the military force, that
Yeah,
was so ill, man. It's kind of crazy because a lot of the style that y'all was rocking is popular now.
right.
Y'all was ahead of y'all time when you think about it. You can make the same situation when it comes to the music scene. You look at a lot of people getting discovered on SoundCloud and social media. Y'all was like the first cats that kind of pushed that wave through MySpace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
So
it was a different time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
definitely.
everybody, I don't mean to cut you off, but like everybody at that time, like the rappers, they was hitting the streets and they
Yeah.
was hitting the DJs. And honestly, I didn't have the money to do it, but I knew that the internet was free and there was
Hmm.
more people in the internet than there was in New York City. So I decided to go onto the internet, and that's how I built, the support system that I have currently right now.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Salute to that, man. Most definitely. And also, man, as we was talking about in Search of, you had the glasses, the flip joints, like Kadeem
Yeah,
Hardison in Different World, and we know that's a big influence on your style, Dwayne Wayne. And just talk about him, man, how much of influence he was, because in my opinion, once again, I think he was the flyest cat. He was one of the flyest cats, period, man, over Fresh Prince. And I got mad love for Will Smith and Fresh Prince, but his style was influential. So just talk about how he influenced you.
I mean Dwayne Wayne, from a different world. Like he came up in the earlier part of the '90s, late '80s than Will Smith did. So his style
Mm-hmm.
was a little bit more flamboyant and fresh in terms of what they was putting out. For me, I just appreciated somebody who was a different take on glasses
Mm-hmm.
than, Steve Urkel. You know what I'm saying? Like at
Yeah,
the time, if you wore glasses, you was either compared to Urkel or you was compared to Dwayne Wayne. And as I
exactly.
was young, I was compared to Urkel at first. And then when I got older, I started to grow into this rugged, handsome look. You know what I'm saying? I got the frames, and then we was looking
The
like Dwayne Wade.
flyness.
And when I finally met him, Kadeem Hardison, we look like brothers. So when we took the picture, people always think that we're brothers, but we're really not.
I know I seen the meme. You said I'm gonna tell my kids that
I was
this was
Dwayne Wayne.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You're right, man. I agree with you 100%, man. He was a game changer. I feel like, man, he really influenced all of us, as far as when it comes to that unique style as well, too. So he combined that with him being fly and also being educated as well, too. You didn't have
right.
to be quote on wear a suit and bow tie. You could just be yourself and still be intellectual as well, too, and be authentic
Exactly,
to yourself. So that's one thing I loved about his character, man, and he embodied that 100%.
exactly.
So I want to talk about, man, this release. This was one of the crazy release, right, that I've seen in some time. And you made a news for it. It was the Adidas collaboration with Arizona Iced Tea for 99 cents, and people lost their mind. A
Yeah.
store closed down and everything, man. Just walk us through behind that release and how was it?
Um, Adidas reached out to me about um, being one of the people that had the sneakers first. Um, and it was a collab, and me personally, I'm like right now I'm into Y3 like strictly.
Yeah,
So like I'm a Y3 head. Like shout out to all the sneaker heads who's doing anything with the Jordans. My man Underground
yeah.
Central's in here, like he's into the Jordans and
Okay.
different types of styles of Nikes. But I was like, I'm just strictly Y3, strictly
Yeah.
high end Adidas. So when the rep reached out to me, I was like, I don't really know. He was like, bro, we only making 500 of them and we selling them for 99 cents. What's going on, Denny? And I was like, all right, I'll take a pair. So I took a pair. I didn't even
Yeah.
really care about it. They wanted me to show up to the joint. So I show up
Yeah.
with them on. Like I had them on.
Stunning, flexing already.
The flex, I don't think people understand how crazy the flex was because when I pulled up, it was about 2,000 people outside. I'm the only one with them on. So the flex was like
On another level.
Arnold Schwarzenegger 1984 Terminator flex. Like it was like people started, rushing me because I was the only one with them on. People taking
Yeah.
pictures of my feet. People want to take pictures with me because I got them on, and it was just one of those scenarios where I made the news because I stuck around. I didn't leave. And I'm just glad that I was able to get a pair of them. They're chilling in the closet right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I wear them sometimes here and there, but they definitely a pair of sneakers that's 99 cents, but I got them for free.
Oh yeah, that flex game was on another level, man. You stunning too, man. One thing I like about those shoes was the material, man. The material was so don't in the colorway. The
The
colorway
colorway,
stand out, man. And one thing I
colorway was
like about
incredible.
them, you could wear them with so much different stuff. You could wear them with, with your jeans, with some shorts in the spring, summertime. So I mean, the quality was A1. So definitely for you to have though, that's a heck of a connect, dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Most
I mean,
definitely, most definitely.
that's a good look. Shout out to my
Exactly.
connect over at Adidas for showing love. Got him a good look because he got it in me and I got on
Exactly.
TV with him. He was like, ah,
Exactly. That's perfect right there, man. And
right,
speaking of
right,
Adidas, man, I know you got love for Y3 and a
yes.
lot of the high end fashion kicks right now. Is that something that you feel like the high end? It's like a big buzz around high end fashion kicks. Do you feel like is it oversaturating the game right now? As far as with many people trying to get in on that wave?
Yes and no. I mean, it's interesting, man. Like I've always been into high end or expensive sneakers. So
Yeah,
like before I was into like the streetwear style sneakers, I was buying Pradas in
yeah,
2001, 2002. I was having a lot of Italian sneakers. I had Dolce Gabbanas, I had Gucci's, and then I just got rid of all of them. And then I started
yeah,
to get into the streetwear style of sneakers. And now, everybody's like I was saying previously, people are trying to get
exactly.
these Balenciagas and they're trying to get these super expensive sneakers, but
Yeah,
they're buying it just so they could say they have this style of sneaker, but
exactly.
then their whole fit don't be the whole sneaker. Like if you're gonna have the Balenciagas, you can't wear something crazy like a
You
Nike
can't.
tracksuit. Like it just look
Exactly.
you look crazy. So like you know, it takes a long time to build up a sneaker collection. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So you have to kind of build your wardrobe up around what kind of sneakers you're gonna be putting on and what you putting together. So like I make sure like I wear neutral colors and I wear a lot of secret identity style clothing so you don't really know what it is. It could be
Yeah,
it's heat, but you just
exactly.
don't know it's heat. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just gonna put on a bunch of Y3. Like I got everything. Everything in my closet is pretty much Y3, but it's because I've been collecting. So wallets, hats, scarves,
Exactly.
jackets, shirts, sweats, socks. So everything is just Y3, Y3, Y3. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
Yeah,
but that's because like that's what I personally like. I can't really tell somebody what to wear, what not to wear. This
exactly.
is what I do. You know what I mean? And you know, I think it is oversaturating a little bit, but people gonna do what people do. You just gotta
Exactly.
respect it. You know what
You
I'm
got
saying?
to, man. It is what it is. You got to keep it moving. And I agree with you too, man. Like one thing about a Y3 and a lot of the Adidas joints right now, they got the high end fashion feel, right, as far as the look, but the comfort level is
Oh,
on another level. A lot of like high price kicks, especially high end, they're not comfortable at all, but they are comfortable, and
oh
I
yeah.
feel like they help change the game, man. You know what I'm saying? And like they doing a great job right now, man. As far as with the one thing I love about Adidas, right? They go
Mhm.
after the creators, people that's creative.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got love for Nike. I know a couple of people at Nike and Jordan brand as well, but I feel like they all about the athlete, which I can
Mhm.
understand. That's how they built their empire.
Mhm.
But right now, the MCs, the artists, the creators that do
Mhm.
art and stuff of that nature, we are the new athletes right now, I would say, man. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We really are.
Yep.
So you got cats to aspire to be Jordan. Everybody want to be like Jordan. But now you got people that want to be like Kanye. You know what I'm saying? You could hate them or love them. You could have people want to be like Virgil and stuff of that nature. So I agree with you 100%, man. I definitely do, man. You gotta. It's a lot of people out here. I guess you, in the words of Max B, a lot of unwavering creatures, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I think it's good for the game too at times, and sometimes it's not. But you know, it is what it is right now.
Right. 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 Right.
But man, I want to go into your collection though, man. This is the moment that everyone been waiting for, man, to see what you got, bro.
Okay. You want me to pull up on it?
Some of your favorite joints, man.
Oh, I didn't even know we was doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Um. So. Um. I got again, my whole closet is Y.
It's a lot of versatility that you have too. I know throughout the past, man.
So these are the last things that I copped. These are
Mm.
my high top Ys. These go they were going for like five. Um,
Yeah, that's a pricey tag on them.
Yeah, but they like boots, but they sneakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And that's what I'm saying. Like the thing about Adidas, they combine. They still have style. They still have that street style, that street flavor. Even though it's high end look, but it just matched everything.
right. Obviously, you know, you already know what these is.
Oh my goodness,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? You know, these the Arizonas
Yeah, exactly,
Nat St.
man.
John's. Um,
That would have been a perfect time to rock right now if everything was back to normal.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
man. You know,
Um, I got the Y3 Casas, green, green and brown joints. I got these blue joints. I was a
just a
big
quick question, Mickey. Do
yes,
you know how many pair of Y3s that you got in your closet, B?
40, 40 pairs,
Whew.
40
I remember.
pairs.
I see that you mentioned something right on your Instagram. You said a guy seen you with a Y3 shirt. You just had an Adidas shirt on. You wanted to quote the classic line from Imaginary Players when he
Yeah,
asked you what was the difference of that, dog.
that almost happened actually. I should have did it, but I didn't do it. I was bugging out for not doing that. I should have did it.
You should have did it, man. You should have did it for the culture right then and there.
Yeah, I mean my collection is pretty crazy. The only thing is I didn't know I was gonna be pulling sneakers out. Hold on. Let me see. I remember these joints. Uh, these was like some tribal joints that they have released back in 2010.
But those was like kind of exclusive though, from what I remembered.
You said they were what?
Exclusive from what I remember, those joints.
Yes. Uh, Let me see. Man, these are another pair. My yellows. I'm sorry, like everybody. Got some yellow joints from 2010.
Those crazy, man.
B-balls that I got that's down there. Uh, Hold on. So these B-balls, these came out in 2005. Um, you can't
Look at the
find this.
colorway though, but the colorway on those joints though, man.
The gold and aqua blue.
Yeah, it just pops, man. It goes right.
They're a little scuffed up.
They,
They're not actually dirty though. This is
yeah, it doesn't even matter though. You know what I'm saying? Because those is joints that you ain't gonna see a lot of people with those on at all.
right.
Yeah,
You got the all whites, all white Ys.
the Y3 game is crazy, man. Seriously, dog.
Yeah.
You could have just a whole closet just full with Y3s.
Black and red joints. Black
Another one.
Y3 joints that came out like 3 years ago. Um, hold on, brother. Just give me a second.
Nah, go ahead, take your time, man.
Got some all red joints, Y3s.
Mm. Nah, you
Man, if
changing
I
the game. Nah, you changed the game with
if I
those,
if
man.
I'd have known, man, I'd have had everything out. I'd have set up a whole section. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, sorry. Sorry
Nah,
about my Y3 scarf. Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay. Oh man, I don't even know what's in these joints. Oh, gold Y3s.
damn, look at that joint, man. Look at that quality though. Look
Yeah,
at that, man. An A1.
man, gold Ys.
Nah, it's a lot of heat that you're dropping. And the price level on them is on another level
Oh
too.
yeah, three to
Yeah,
four
like that's
hundred.
the thing. Yeah, exactly.
Black and
So
blue.
before they
Probably
actually kind of like took off, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Floral joints. I hate boosts. I'll never buy another pair of boosts again though. The
Is it the
white gets
comfort
dirty.
level or just the yeah?
The white gets dirty really quickly. Some green joints. You
Yeah, the
know,
YG game is on another level, man, and they hard to get too. Like for real,
yeah.
especially when they first came out. When they first started dropping them, it was a hard kit to get.
So give me 1 second. Yeah, I got it because we was running out of room in our other closet, so I had to put them in our coat closet. Some
That's on another
checkerboard
level. That's another
joints.
level, man.
Yeah.
That's another level right there, man. And also, hey, man, I think. Do you feel like just want to talk about, man, as far as the apps and stuff like that, the website, StockX and Goat, man? Do you feel like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of all of them, but do you feel like, does it take the rush out when it comes to actual like waiting the lines and going to the actual stores when it comes to getting sneakers now? Or do you like that preference better, like far as with those different sites like StockX and Goat instead of going in person and getting the sneakers?
Um, I've never been on any of those sites, bro.
Okay,
So I couldn't answer a question like
got you,
that. Um, I go straight to the Y3 store
got
and
you,
I cop. Like I don't know anything about that
got
lifestyle.
you. It's a different type of lifestyle.
I don't know anything about that, brother. And that's not a knock to anybody who does
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't, that's not what I do. These are some joints that these are my wife's joints.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can't have it. She don't. Some dress shoes that I just got
Is she
lying
on the
around
YG
here.
Y3 Y wave too as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
got you.
Whole closet, man. It's just so much love out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
So what made you like have that connection with the Y3s? Like what made you just have that love for the Y3s? Was it the style, the comfort level?
It was definitely a comfort level.
Okay.
Um, they feel great. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my feet needs to be shown some love, and
Yeah.
then also a lot of people just don't know what it is.
True.
So I like the exclusivity of it. I also like that they don't do re-releases. Um, so that so every piece of sneaker that you get from them, it's never gonna be re-released. So it's like a
Exactly.
literal art piece. So me pulling out sneakers from '05, you're not gonna get a 2022 release of that sneaker that came out in
Yeah.
'05. You're not gonna get that. Or something I put out in 2010, you ain't gonna see it in 2020, 2030. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I like that exclusivity of it. So it makes me feel like I'm wearing art on my feet. And it just garners a different attention when I put them on. You know what
Exactly
I mean?
does.
And I don't know what any of my older sneakers are, like my Supras. I have some gold Supras somewhere, and I have some. If I'd have known I was gonna be pulling sneakers out, I'd have had everything lined up for you. But I didn't know I was pulling them out. But I even got the Terminators when the Terminators came out,
Mm.
the mint chocolate joints. Um, when they had to do two separate colors,
Yeah.
I got those early. I got those like I had got those like 7 months in advance, and then when I, I got a second pair when I went
Yeah.
to England because they
Gotcha.
saw me with them on. It was like, yo, here's another pair, and then them joints came out 2 months later. It was just crazy, man. Like
It's crazy.
it's just a lot of love, man, that I be getting when it comes to specific styles of sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That super wave was something crazy though.
Yeah.
Back in that era, man, like far as the 2000s and stuff when they first came out, it was different, man. It definitely was because Jordan was dominating all of 2000s,
Oh
really.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just really took over. It was like a monopoly, right? Jordan and Nike, that's all it was. If you
Well,
didn't have
well, I think Jordan took over the '90s as well. Like
exactly,
I think I think in the '90s it was really bad. Like it was like people were dying over them Jones.
yeah, they was, man.
And when they started re-releasing them in the 2000s, like in the mid 2000s, they started to take over again. But in between that time, like in between 2000 and 2005, it was really like it was an Iverson thing.
Yeah, Iverson had his buzz.
Iverson had his run. Kobe had his run. No, 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 not Kobe. Kobe was with Adidas at that time.
Yeah,
So it was really just an Iverson. I seen a lot of people with the Iversons on.
yeah, the Iversons was big. He had
You
a
know what I'm
big
saying?
cult following, Iverson, and he dropped some classic joints with them too with Reebok. That's when he was doing his prime of his career. But when I think about it, right, it was really the other person I could really think about was Iverson that held his own to Jordan and Nike. I can't really think about nobody else like far as the athlete or any other brand really that was dropping anything really, man, to be real. T Mac had an okay run with Adidas. I ain't gonna front.
It
I've
was
seen
okay.
it was okay.
It was okay.
Um, yeah, but
Ray
besides that,
Allen's was the Ray Allen's.
I
Mm,
mean, he was with Jordan though. He was a Jordan brand athlete, so
right.
he
Yeah.
was under that umbrella. But really, no one else I could really think of, man, on top of my head right now.
The
And
pennies.
pennies,
That's it.
Nike, that's
Phone
it.
posits.
Yeah,
That's it.
phone posits. But anybody else, man, nah, I really couldn't think of that really challenged the Nike and Jordan era. Really, that time they dominated the '90s. You said, I think the thing about the '90s though, you still had like Reebok, you still had like Sean Kemp with the Kamikazes, right?
Mhm.
You even had the Emmitt Smith joints, the scrimmages joints. That was
Mhm.
pretty tough as well too. So you had different. It was more it was flavor, and I guess, but it seemed like in the 2000s when they started dropping the retros, people just caught on. You know what I'm saying? Then you had your Air Force craze too for a minute
Oh,
all
that's
over the
right.
world.
That's right.
The
Air
Air Force
Forces.
One, the Air Force One craze was crazy. But the thing about it, cats in New York always been rocking forces, right? That's a staple. And I think I grew up in Tennessee. A lot of people wasn't wearing Air Force One until they heard Nelly. But my older siblings, they grew up in Flint. I was born in Flint, Michigan.
Mhm.
So when I used to go back up there, they was on the mid top with the high top force. They like the high top forces and mid
Mhm.
tops for some reason
With the
versus low
strap.
top. Yeah. And I guess like when Rashid went to Detroit, they embraced him so much because that's all he rocked the forces too. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So those was crazy out there in Michigan. But yeah, when Nelly dropped, that's when everybody like all over the world, the Air Force epidemic was on another level. A lot of cats was doing some some whack stuff to it too. But and also you had the fake craze. A lot of fake sneakers was big back then too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Um.
The fake Bape Ape, the Basters. I forgot about them. The Bathing
Yeah.
Apes.
The Bathe the Ape stuff was.
Yeah,
Shout out to Soldier Boy. He had some fake joints.
he did. He did. A lot of other
Um.
artists have fake joints. You know what I'm
Couple of
saying?
them because
Like
they
a
was
couple.
expensive. They was like
Yeah,
$500-600. Um, ice creams. I remember
ice
ice creams
creams.
that came out. Creative Rex. I remember when they was out
Me
around
too.
that
I remember
time.
them. Creative
I
Rex.
remember when Nike did the Fantastic Four pack with the Invisible Womans and people was
Yeah,
wearing, the purple, which was fake.
exactly. Which was fake.
It was either blue or what was the other one? It was blue.
It was all clear. They had all clear joints.
Yeah, the all clear, but the heel was blue. The heel color was blue, and there was another color. I can't think of it right now. But people were wearing fake joints.
Yeah,
97s back in the 90s, Air Max joints was
yeah.
fire.
Air Max joints was
95, Air
fire.
Max 95s. Even the 99s was okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
they was.
I just feel like, there's different eras there's different
Different
spins for
is.
different eras. And now we're in the 2020s. I don't know what's something, everything is just kind of, everything is coming out at a rapid rate because they see
It
people
is.
interesting to
It's
it
so
now.
much. It's so much. Speaking of the Air Max, I know they actually just gonna re-release the neons, the 95s this year. So they're gonna drop those. And also, man, going to 2020, I feel like the biggest thing right now, Mickey, is the collaborations, right?
Right.
A lot of these brands they collaborating with the artists, right?
Hmm.
And I think it's dope because a lot of artists they're the ones who actually increase the sales of these brands. You know what I'm saying? You look at hip hop, the number one genre right now, and we've been influencing everything from day one, even going back to the 80s with Run DMC.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When they start rocking Adidas, that's when Adidas took over the streets really with the shell toes.
Right.
And I think right now the collaboration is the biggest thing right now. If you look at Jordan Brand with they had with Drake a couple years ago, they had with Travis Scott now, also with Virgil,
Hmm.
Sean Witherspoon. So the big thing right now is the collaborations, man. That's what they going at right now. So I think it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's kind of a lot of original products from these brands is not looking good. You know what I'm saying? Adidas ain't gonna let their original stuff be hot. Jordan Brand, a lot of the original joints they be dropping is good on the court, but off the court, I mean, that's a different story, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it goes back to what you said.
Yeah,
Nike is more so into the athlete,
yeah, the athlete,
whereas Adidas is into is more of a lifestyle kind of thing, where they
exactly.
have stuff for the high end creatives. They had Kanye first. You know what I'm
Yeah, they
saying?
did. That's true.
So they're all about, you know, the high end fashion style and
Exactly.
wave. So, I don't know, man. I'm not really into. I see what be happening, but
Yeah,
I don't involve myself with it because everybody's on that wave. So I like to be on the
everybody.
wave that nobody's on. You know what I mean?
Which is dope too, because now in that they'll usually catch up to that wave at least like 5 to 10 years later, as we witnessed back in the early 2000s when you first jump on like the supers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Then they caught on after that, and also a lot of your how your fashion was, how you was dressing back then. Cass is now doing that now, and he was already on that wave. So it's a good thing, man. It's a gift and a curse, I would say. It definitely
It
is a gift. So
happens.
yeah, it happens, man. But man, definitely appreciate you for coming on today, though, man, for real, bro. And also
Absolutely.
showing us that Y3 collection, man. So definitely appreciate that, bro, man. And also, man, just let the people know what you got going on next, man. I've been seeing you dropping those videos, man, on I3, man, on IG, been dope. And also as well, I know you called out Saha. Hopefully, I don't know if that's gonna go down to Barfest.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Man, but that would have been crazy though. But
I would have loved for it to happen.
yeah,
It's not
exactly,
me.
man.
Not on me.
Yeah, I would have loved for me too, for real.
But yeah, I mean, we got some music coming out later this year.
Okay,
Once this pandemic thing is stopped, I'm just keep giving the people a lot of content during these
exactly,
times and trying to, interact with a lot of people such as yourself so that people can be
exactly.
entertained and get in more in depth, look at my life. And I just want to, make sure that I do my part, during these times, you know what I'm saying, and give
Yeah,
the people quality entertainment, man. But I got a lot of stuff dropping later this year. I just don't want to do it during the pandemic
got you.
because the numbers are down. I just put something out on IG. It's only, I checked the analytics on it. Only reached 250 people. I don't know what's happening with the algorithm, but we're gonna keep pushing. I just hope
Exactly,
people, just enjoy the content as much as I give them. You know what I mean?
exactly, man. Definitely, man. Much respect, bro. Much respect. I know you got an IG live series too, as well.
Yeah, check me out tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a show in my
Okay,
crib. I gotta set it up tomorrow, but yeah, I'm performing for like a half an hour in my crib. I might play some new stuff. I'm gonna do some
okay,
classic stuff, and we're just gonna have a good time, man. I hope people
exactly,
come out and check it out and donate. It could be as little as
exactly,
$5 or as much as 100, whatever. We're
exactly.
gonna have a good time, though. I promise you that.
All right, man. Definitely, dog. Can't wait, man. Can't wait to see that, man. Much again. Appreciate you coming on. Yo, it's the Kicks, the quarantine edition, bro, and showing off that heat, man. You have a good one, though, bro.
Same to
And
you,
this,
King.
all right, and this your man AB exclusive signing off. Y'all take care.
Smicky.
Stay safe. And also, once again, man, I just want to say thank you to everyone that viewed this episode with your boy, man, ABS exclusive. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, ABS exclusive, and also our page, Grails Inc. And also, we're gonna have tomorrow guest Von P from Tanya Morgan, which is gonna be exciting as well. Gonna be 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. And once again, major thank you to everyone that came out, man, because y'all making this possible for real. These my allergies is getting to me for real, man. Tennessee for you. But thank you all. Shout out to Joe. He said doing a great job. Appreciate that, bro, for real, man. That means a lot. I see you, Vanessa. Appreciate that. As much love, sister-in-law. See you, bouncy butter. Much love, wifey. Okay, so but yeah, man. I've been seeing all the comments and stuff like that. Definitely, man. Also put in the comments too who y'all want to see in the future, man. We're definitely gonna try to make that happen as well. Like I said, we got some dope special guests. I ain't gonna reveal them right now, but we got lined up next week. And also, in the future after that as well. So we want to keep this going, man. Like I said, this is one thing I want to do when Yo It's the Kids first started. My vision was to shine a spotlight on sneaker culture in Nashville. And we did that with our first couple of episodes, going to, some dope spots like Fat Cow, Soho Footwear. Um, but also by going live right now, I'm still going to do that, showcase that, but also showcase a lot of the artists, man, independent artists. I don't want to say underground, but independent artists, man, that's doing their day in the sneaker culture. And I feel like, those are cats that's not going to be on your sneaker shop and or these other big sites as well, but they do a lot in the culture and they influential. So just want to give them their love, man. So far, shout out to all the guests so far, my homie TJ, aka T D'Amato. I see you, Mr. Rito. I see you posted some 615. Much definitely, man. 615 is definitely big. Much love, man. Vic Spencer was on. Then also now Mickey Factz and Von P tomorrow from Tanya Morgan. So definitely want to sign off, man. But like I said, I see my boy Skinny C said kid. Okay, all right. I know you're a big G Unit fan. I know Kid ain't with the unit no more, but definitely can see what we could do, bro. Kid is a dope artist, man, from New Orleans. So, but definitely, man, for the sign off. Once again, thank you all for making this happen. So, having a lot of fun with this, man. I'm having a lot of fun, so I actually don't feel like signing off, but. All right, so I see some of the people still in here. So yeah, man. So if y'all just let me know who y'all want to see next, want to see if we can try to make that happen. Um, so but peace. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there, stay indoors, man. And y'all have a great one. All right.